Dude, I felt so attacked.
You say it's like, all right,
You know?
I grew up to do. I'm like
A partial.
Too much, man.
I don't know who the.
this is a blessing.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, straight up. Drop the top. Drop it.
Ooh,
Insane.
that too, bro. So that's
logo and
Super blessed people. Yeah.
Reporting live from the other side. Flow hot enough to be southern fried in the summertime. Fresh as the day I came from in between my mother's thighs, but nothing was the same ever since the day my mother died. I'm from a state of grind, a hustler state of mind. Some niggas earn their respect, but fuck it, I'm taking mines. I keep the heat for niggas.
What the fuck is up, guys? Oh, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Madeline. There you go.
Let's run that back.
Now we can get it. What the fuck is up, guys? How have you been?
It's episode 40 of the Come Up podcast already.
4D. You can taste, feel, smell, see it in 3D. I'm sorry, I'm corny as fuck, man.
Okay, so I'll try and rush through this so we can get to the meat and potatoes, but we had our 2 weeks vacation early because I fucked up scheduling, but we're back at it for the final episode, and then season 3 is next week, so what it do, fam? But yeah, I guess it's
Aaron the rapper, back from vacay, ready to get it.
karma, back from depression, ready to get it, I guess, because I can't get a vacay. But today we got a special guest with us who I've personally been waiting a hot minute to have on, so I'm super excited for this. Mateo, you want to introduce yourself?
What's up? They call me Teo G, representing HOD, man. What's the word?
All right, so for our guest, we're going to be having a dope ending, as always, with the freestyles and shit. I'm going to be chopping it up, having fun with that, as always, now that that's a new thing. But you want to start off with some questions, or you want me to run into it?
It doesn't matter. Kick it off. Let's fucking... First things first, as always. Let's talk about your start, your beginning. Where do you come from, man?
South side of Chicago.
Oh, shit. Okay. Says a lot already.
I've been out here in this area since 2015.
Okay.
Only reason I really came out here is because back then, it was, and it still is, but in the city it was getting kind of hectic in the streets and shit. So I felt like the things that I was, certain endeavors that I was involved in, I was either gonna end up getting killed or fuck around and killing somebody. So before any of that happens, I felt like I needed to make a change and make a move. So I just decided to come out here because my uncle, Charlie Ward, was already out here. So came out here and try to, get a clean slate and start a new life for myself. I've been doing music since, I want to say I started playing with music 2004, but I didn't take it serious until 05. And I would think I was about 17, 16 back then. So I've been doing it since then.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I respect that, the mentality, especially at that age, to realize I'm in a hostile environment or just a negative environment that's not going to allow me to fully grow to my capabilities as an individual, as an artist, as a person, however you were looking at it back then. Just because, myself, similar situations, and got myself out of there as well. So your uncle is Charlie Ward.
Yes.
And he's also in the music industry as well, right?
Yep.
So you want to talk about how he helped shape, guide you as an artist? Or did he play a major part in your artistry?
He played a part in putting me in HOD. Before I even moved out here, I was already, like I said, I've been doing this since '05. So I had already established my own style. By the time I made it out here, I already came out with like 4 mixtapes in Chicago. I already had my own little squad. It wasn't like a label. It was just a group of us that was rapping back then. But Charlie Ward introduced me to HOD. And at the time, I think when I came down here, it was only like 2 members at the time, him and another dude, which is still a part of HOD. And now it's about 6 of us. So each part of HOD is its own. We all got our own style. We all bring something different to the HOD table. But when we come together collectively, watch out, man. Watch out, man.
So as a collective, like, I know how we work, but like I've always been like interested as opposed to like how another team or another collective works. Like, how do you guys like manage to work together cohesively and like go about the attack to like do what you guys do?
As far as like as one,
Yeah.
versus individually,
Yeah.
well, we usually when when we come together, like if we come and say, hey, let's come out with an HOD project with all of the HOD members on it, then we all have to work around each other's, schedule, because all of us work or got our own things going on in our life. But when we finally come together, we all usually go in the studio together. Either all of us or like a few of us introduces certain instrumentals. And they already know that I keep fire as far as instrumentals go, because I stay listening to instrumentals on a daily. Sometimes I can go through 500 instrumentals a day, just listening to them to catch a vibe. So we all bring our beats to the table. We all listen to them together. We choose or we vote of which ones we gonna use, and then sometimes we sit and think of a concept of what the song gonna be about, and then other times it just comes like as a vibe, like we kind of freestyle until it turns into a concept. Yeah. That's what we do together. Now individually, I'm gonna use myself for example. When I attacked a project on my own, my thinking process is different, because a lot of the times I need somebody in the studio with me, like just to bounce ideas off of. But then other times I have to be alone, because how my mind works when I write, I don't even know the word for it, but I don't know if you ever know Kanye West had this thing or a condition where how he makes beats and he sees colors, like how he sees music.
Okay.
And there's a specific name for it too, but I forgot. But when I do music or when I hear music, I kind of see it cinematically. So, for example, if I'm listening to a beat, I always tell people sometimes you gotta actually listen to the beat, get into the beat, and let the beat get into you. And I close my eyes and I could literally picture like a movie scene of what this song is going to be about. And I let the beat tell me what to write about. And that's a lot of times that's how my songs get developed. For example, Gangsta Music featuring Oliver Twist. That's how I saw that beat. It reminded me of some shit that you could ride to in a summertime with the windows down. You know what I'm saying? With your homies and shit, smoking and shit. Finna go see a bad chick or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that came out like that.
See, and that track's beautiful. If you guys don't know that track, go fucking peep that track. Is it on all platforms or is it just SoundCloud?
It's on YouTube. It's on SoundCloud, Spotify, Instagram, all of that.
Shit, okay, you heard it. Yeah, you gotta peep that shit because that is fire. So I do want to know, how'd you drag him into that track? Because that's such an out-of-pocket thing for Twist. Like, when I heard that, I was like, ain't no way my man coming on this like this. I was like, what?
Well, I had already had that track. I had already wrote to it on my own, but I wanted it when I was writing to it. I had actually wrote 2 verses, and the beat had room for a 3rd verse. So I had remember the first time that I had ever worked with Oliver Twist, or not even worked with. The first time I ever even been around him, me, my uncle Charlie Ward, and a few other people. Shout out to Cali. He was with us too. Cali, you might know him.
Cali man, yeah.
Cali man. We all went to Oliver's crib, and that was my first time meeting him. And he was playing some tracks for us. And I think he had this track called Crack-a-Lackin'. It was like kind of a West Coast type of beat.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it the way he sounded on that track. I said to myself, I said, damn, he sound good on West Coast type beats and shit. So when I had this track, Gangsta Music, which is a West Coast vibe, I said, you know what, let me hit up Twist, because I like the way he sounded on the other one. So I sent him the track. He liked it just like that. I told him the concept. He sent that shit back the next day with it worked.
That shit don't like surprise me just because that man's work ethic. Like same thing. I sent him a track. I was like, yo, you rocking with this? He's like, yeah. I was like, I know you've been wanting to collab. You want to do it? He's like, yeah. Sends it back next day. Like Nico was telling me about it. I was like, dude, you weren't joking. This dude's like next day.
For real. And it's hard to find people like that. That's not like a big name and known and shit. Like regular people.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, even for me, like for me to write that fast, I gotta really feel some shit. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it might take me like a couple of days or something.
Yeah, especially when that shit's forced and shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Twist is a monster with this shit. I mean,
Definitely.
just as far as how quick he can get a verse back to you, the quality of the verse, like that man is just
Man.
salute to Twist always. Misfit King, album streaming everywhere.
Yes, sir.
We got a promo heavy one today.
gotta shout out the homies, represent, you know?
Always.
So,
Twist has been on the pod, we gotta show love.
True shit. So how do you go about like diversity with your music? Like are you always looking for change? Do you like have a sound that you're like settled into that you don't foresee changing?
Yeah, that's a good question. You said you go through like 500 beats a day.
Mm-hmm.
So are they all like similar style beats?
They
or?
definitely not all the same.
Okay.
First and foremost, my favorite genre of music, of course, is hip hop rap. But because of my many influences since I was a kid growing up, I definitely am not one-dimensional with what I like to listen to or what the music that I like to make. It's kind of like I get vibes off of whatever I'm listening to, whether it's like a beat from this generation, like a trap beat or an old school beat with a sample in it, or a techno beat or R&B beat, because I got some tracks that one would say I would be considered as a R&B rapper, but then I got some tracks that might say I'm a gangster rapper, or a motherfucker might say, you know, it might do a little pop thing, because I like to switch it up, but I never force the switch up or force the change. It's just when I'm rapping, I rap whatever the beat is telling me to rap about. Or without an instrumental, if I'm just writing a song because of something that I feel, sometimes I'll write something because of something that happened to me today, or something that I want to happen to me, or something that happened to me back in the past, and I'll just write it down and write ideas for it without a beat, and then I'll hold on to this thought or this verse until I come up on a beat that I feel fits this concept, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Just a nice kind of a page for reflection almost.
pretty much. Yep.
So you guys are like when I see your team, when I see like how you guys work and the lyrics and everything you guys put out, like you guys are like, if it was a math class, you guys would be like the math whiz. Like, have you always like, how do I want to word that?
I don't know. You just call them the fucking mathletes, though, bro.
Hey, of hip hop, you really.
Hey, I'll take it. Shit, fuck.
Yeah, like so, like, have you always been like that, like diverse with the thought process and everything when you started writing music? Like, is that like something that was brought about from how you were raised to like think and like engage and almost make it like a science, or was it like something that you gathered throughout the years to like?
It's definitely a accumulation of different things from my upbringing. Like music was always around me. The first piece of music I ever heard was Michael Jackson. When I was like a baby, Michael Jackson was being played around me, and I'm an '80s baby. I'm an '80s baby, but I'm '90s crazy because I was born in '88, but I was raised in the '90s. So I used to hear Michael Jackson around me. I used to hear like Barry White, you know, from my father's aspect, because my father is a lot older than my mother was. God rest her soul. But back in the day, my father was listening to like Earth, Wind and Fire, Barry White, the OJs. Whereas my mother in the 90s, what was being played around me was 90s music. Mary J. Blige, R. Kelly, Jodeci, SWV, you know. And then on the rap side, Tupac, Biggie, even Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, you know, all those type of people. And then once I started to get a little older and really started paying more attention to rap, 10, 11, 12 years old, then for me it became, you know, DMX, anything from Cash Money, anything from No Limit, anything from Rough Riders, you know, getting a little older, 50 Cent, Fabulous, Jadakiss, Cassidy, anybody that had like, I grew up on New York rappers, like as a preteen, so I'm big on bars. Even to this day, I know bars ain't important to a lot of people nowadays, but they still important to me.
Bro, bars are the meat and potatoes of music. Like,
it really is. But people are now able to get on so easy without even saying anything.
6ix9ine.
There you go.
Oh God.
By the way, I don't fuck with rats.
No.
Fuck no.
But no, I agree with that. Especially like, I don't think you always have to go bar heavy in a song.
You definitely don't.
Music should carry a little substance with it, a little food for thought, you know.
Of course. Even me and my music, I got songs where I'm barred up to a T, but then there's other songs where I didn't go so hard because that's not what I felt the instrumental required me to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a song with Charlie Ward called Retarded. It's a club banger. I'm not going super hard on the bars. It's like, you know, something that's for the club, something that is a repetitive hook that motherfuckers could, you know, bounce to in the club, and you know what I'm saying? So, but then there's I got a track called Death of Mumble Rap. That shit is barred up.
Thanks.
I spent a lot of time writing that, going through trials and error, like writing something. Then I'm like, nah, I could go harder than that. Erase that, start over. You know how long it took me to write that whole song? 7 months.
Holy shit.
7 months. That's the longest it ever took me to write any song. But you see, I don't know if you heard it or not, but you will see the results if you listen to that song.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I heard that one, but that one blew me the fuck away. I think that was the first track I've heard from you, and like I was like, damn, that's how he's coming with it.
Yeah,
and
it's
then,
on SoundCloud.
Yeah, and then second or third track I heard is when I found out like how diverse you were, because it was the track with Twist, and I was like, okay, it's a Man of Many Talents, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy. Like
then I got a song for the ladies that I'm doing a little singing on a hook called Boss Lady. So every time that is played around any female, you already know panties coming off. Yeah, dope.
Oh yeah. So as far as like music and stuff goes, do you have any projects out, like full albums or EPs or anything?
Well, we have my latest project of my own. I'm currently working on a mixtape called Anger Management. It's more of I'm treating it like an album, but it's really a mixtape because there's some original songs with original beats, and then there's other songs I'm like killing other people's beats, industry beats.
Yeah.
So I'm currently working on that, and that'll probably be done probably by like I'm shooting for August or September.
Is that when you're trying to release it, or is that just when it's gonna be done?
That's when that's when it's gonna be 100% complete. I'm probably gonna release it probably a month after that. So probably in September, October.
You guys better be ready for that shit.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Just a SoundCloud, YouTube release? Is it dropping on all DSPs?
It's gonna be dropping on everything.
Okay, dope. Dope.
But in between, I still collaborate with the members of HOD. We like Charlie Ward. I can't wait to see if and when y'all get him on here because he got so many songs in the vault. He got more songs than every member in HOD. In the like solo songs.
Yeah, I see. Like, he's almost like a legend to me because and I'm not saying like legendary stature because everyone I talk to that's like really connected, diverse into the industry out here and everything, really deep. Like when you get conversating, all of a sudden you bring up Charlie Ward, and then it's like, oh shit, and they'll be like, yo, his bar for bar shit, he'll kill anyone on, and then like that shit, like I don't know if I've ever showed you any of that shit, but I've got to show you that after this. Cause like actually we've had HOD on the Great 15 magazine. So that's something I'll have to fucking pop up a picture of here.
Thanks, Madeline.
Yeah, thanks, Madeline. God damn it, you just made me forget. Oh my god, my brain. But anyways, so yeah, we've had HOD on the Great 15 magazine, and I believe we had brought up some of your story, right? We had brought up within the the Great 15 history, or
Yeah.
we talk about him, we talk about Charlie Ward, we talk about
There's a magazine right over there under that dummies
Is there-
thing if you
oh,
want to pull up
shit.
for reference.
Absolutely. Perfect. Yeah, this beautiful piece, which we have to try bringing back. Let me see if I can find it. While I'm looking for this, do you want to?
Yeah. So we've spoken of HOD a couple of times now. Who is all in the group besides you and Charlie Ward?
It consists of me, Teo G, Charlie Ward, Envy the Great, Buns, which is actually my cousin. Shout out to him too. He and unfortunately he is currently incarcerated, but he will be out later this year in August. And my guy Dwayne Wade.
Oh, my cook.
So yeah, so they all doing they thing. Wayne and Envy the Great is out in Miami, doing their thing on the music thing. Me and Charlie Ward is out here. Me, Charlie Ward, and Buns when he get out, we gonna be out here doing our thing. So
Oh yeah, a little spread out,
a little bit, man.
covering a couple different fronts. I
Trying,
fuck with
man.
that. We got a teammate in Florida ourselves, and then we got another one out in Arizona doing shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean it's cool to have people fucking in different places too, especially kind of setting up different shit. So
Because wherever you at, if one of us, whatever one of us is doing, and it blows up, that's gonna open the door for the rest of us.
Right, exactly. If they can start, getting shows together and whatnot, and you guys fucking travel down there, fucking vice versa, you guys start putting shows up here, they start getting big and blowing up and start drawing attention.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's cool. It's important.
So I forgot. Were you guys affiliated with Go to Most Hated at all, or because I think that was around the same time period, if I remember correctly.
You said Gunna Most Hated?
Go to Most Hated, yeah.
No, I don't even know who that is.
Okay, so Go to Most Hated. I know Kid Beats and Charlie Ward. I think they were like, I can't remember the whole backstory behind it, but like back when I was working on this, I know there was like something intertwined between the two that had like played out in like a bigger story that led up to now, but I can't remember for the life.
I mean, whatever that is, I don't know nothing about it. That must have been before I got with HOD.
Okay. You said well, I forgot. When did you get with HOD again?
2015.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. No, that was before that then. That was probably 2010, I think.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't even down here. I was still in Chicago then.
Got you. Do you have any favorite like Chicago artists that like you look up to or like
Polo G.
Okay.
Lil Durk sometimes. Sometimes. I say Polo G first because I like how he coming. Like, to me, Polo G is better than Lil Durk. Lyrically. I like G Herbo sometimes. I don't really listen to a lot of Chicago artists because most of them now are like on the same shit, like drill music,
right,
and all that. And I was listening to drill music when it first came out back in like 2010, 2011, and that was going crazy. But now, I've kind of like, even though I still listen to some drill music, it just depends. I did listen to King Von when he was alive. Rest in peace to him. Only because I liked his ability to tell hood stories in his songs and shit. And he was doing it over some crazy beats. But other than that, it seems like everybody now is like on the drill shit. Like they got a drill scene in New York. Some of them go crazy with it though. But everybody's like doing that drill shit now.
Yeah, so real quick, just speaking of New York, I know you said that's kind of what you're most influenced by was that the bar heavy New York style. Yeah. Who are your top 5 New York influences on your music, do you think? And can you give some like reasoning behind why they would be your top 5?
Top 5? Well, for one, definitely Jadakiss. I say Jadakiss because I've been listening to him since like I was in like 8th grade, 9th grade. And the way that I used to say that if I ever was rapping, like when I first started rapping, because when people first start rapping, they usually rap like who their favorite artist is. So back then I was trying to rap like who I was listening to. He was one of the people that I was listening to. And the way, like bar wise, the way he was able to convey a hood story or a hood situation in the metaphoric way that he was doing it was ill to me. You know what I'm saying? Plus he had that raspy old school gangster voice and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely would probably be my number 1 New York influence. Fabulous would probably be number 2, just because once again, his metaphoric way of melodically going over the beat and how he could take one word and rhyme off of that one word for an entire verse, like a whole 16 bar just rapped off of one rhyme, was cold to me. So yeah, Jadakiss, Fabulous. Probably I'd have to say I don't think I have like a top 5, but influences period from New York. Jadakiss, Fabulous. I want to say Cassidy, even though he from Philly, but it's still East Coast. But once again, another dude that came up off of battling motherfuckers, and I used to love the way he would go at biting a motherfucker head off in them battles with his bar styles. Another influence, not from New York, but Lil Wayne was another person that I grew up on, and he was got to be the most insane on the bar side that I had ever heard and back then and grew up on, and he still is.
Wayne is just, period, one of the most influential rappers to ever walk this fucking planet.
He used to, I remember I used to be so much of a Lil Wayne fan when he was on the come up, like on the mixtape scene, like 06, 07, 08, 09. I remember it felt like he was coming out with a mixtape almost every month or something. And I'm talking about he used to say some bars that would just be like insane, like what the fuck? It'll fly. Some of the shit he say will fly over your head, and you'll have to go back like, hold on, did you hear what he said? Oh my God, like that type of shit. I like that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, him and man, on the other side of the music, you know, I was influenced by people like, I want to say Mary J. Blige, or because even though I'm not a singer, I can like melodize certain notes and everything, but I'm more of a Mary J. Blige type of feel, or you know, like I said earlier, Jodeci, that 90s R&B feel, you know, and my influences are pulled from 90s to 2000 hip hop and 90s R&B, you know. But at the same time, I also have like Spanish influences because I'm half Dominican. And growing up, I was also listening to like music like bachata and merengue, you know, people like Anthony Santos and Victor Angel, which is big in the bachata world and shit. So for me to have the musical upbringing that I had and to be able to bring all of my influences in one, I don't know, in one like one combination in one style is like it's not really hard for me to do, because it actually comes easy for certain things, because I think my mother, who was a very musical person too, she used to write poetry when she was alive, and she used to sing, and I think that's mainly where I get my music, my natural music ability from, is her, or her side of the family. So when I'm in my brain, when I'm listening to music, or when I'm seeing other people making music, sometimes, like I said, I can see it as movie scenes, and it's kind of weird. I know it's like it got to be a name for that type of vision, but it's like I don't know if you know the song by Mary J. Blige called My Life. If you look in my life, you see what I see.
Yeah.
You remember that? I remember the first time I had heard that song, and this is a reason why this song will always be connected to me through my mother, because my mom passed away when I was 6 years old in 1994. I remember going to the funeral, and then after the funeral, there was like going to be like a repast or like a little celebration of life for her at one of my auntie's cribs. And I remember my father on the way home, and this is, mind you, this is 94. So different things like Biggie and Mary J. Blige was on the radio back then. So I remember on the way home from this funeral, my pops seen that I was kind of sad. I was real quiet. And he turned on the radio. That Mary J. Blige song was the song that had just came on when he turned on the radio. And as I'm sitting there thinking about this funeral that I just had with my mother, you know, just picturing her face laying in the coffin, thinking to myself, that was the last time I'm actually going to be able to see my mother. And then this song comes on while I'm feeling like this. And every lyric in that song stuck in my head from that day to a point where even now today, every time I hear that song, it immediately brings me back to that moment. And it immediately brings me back to that scene of me as a 6-year-old kid in the car after just seeing my mother in the coffin, listening to that song. So I think that is what started me being able to see music in a cinematic way, like a movie scene type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's really powerful. When you were talking about that, all I could think of was my grandmother. I forgot. I'm horrible with names in general, but
Yeah, me too.
the song "Missing You." I forgot who was by.
Faith Evans?
Yeah. That one.
Or
like,
is it the one with P. Diddy? And
Yep.
and Faith Evans, yep.
Yeah, that one. Because Rush Hour, it was on that, and it's like, her and I, that was always our thing, was Rush Hour. And then when she had passed away, that was the only song that I had that, like, connected me to her with, like, a visual and shit.
It's
So you get it.
yeah,
Absolutely.
those are big points. You know, you associate music with big moments in your life, and I think that kind of inspires you to delve into that musical realm. I think a lot of, you know, artists and musicians, rappers especially, kind of have those traumatic moments that kind of inspired them to go this route.
Right.
Nice. To kind of delve out of that pocket and bring the mood back up a little bit. Do you have any like other side projects that you work on besides rapping? Maybe do you do any like production yourself or any filming or?
I don't play like any instruments or anything. I tried to dabble a little bit in the past at trying to produce, but I just didn't have like the patience for it to like sit and make beats. I'd rather just be writing.
Yeah.
Because that's what my ability is. That's what my gift is, writing. But before I started writing raps, I was writing poetry back in the day, and that's how I ended up started rapping, because my poetry just got turned into raps, because I couldn't. In my back then, my writing processes was like I was starting out writing poetry, but as my mind developed and grew, it was like I couldn't have a way of better conveying what I wanted to say through poetry. So that's how I made the transition from poetry to rap, because I felt like, okay, once I learned how to count bars and shit, because when I first started rapping, I just rapped, just wrote down a song until I felt it was long enough. And then somebody that was already rapping like in the streets and shit had to teach me how to do 16 bar increments and shit.
Yeah.
To cut it up. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was legitimately my struggle for the longest time. I ran into G2E, and I had went to record out there, and like only reason I had like actual verses that were 16s was because of the hook that I had heard on this beat. And then after that, I brought a different song, and it wasn't 16s. And he's like, "Do you know how to count bars?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Let me break it down."
Yeah. You know how to count bars?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, it'd be like in the beginning, like you'll just put on a beat, or if you even need a beat, and you just keep rapping and then take a step back and just look at it like, is it long enough?
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah,
Is it long enough? Does it sound good? Does it end good? Like
what the fuck is a hook?
I don't
need a hook. Dude,
I still struggle with hooks. Like, hook is my weak point. Like, I can write a verse, but when it comes to hooks, it's like, you gotta catch me on the right beat.
Yo, Charlie Ward is the hook master. They call him Captain Hook because of how quick he could come up with a hook. He freestyles the majority of his hooks, and it literally just be perfect almost every time. Almost.
It's a good fucking skill to have. I fucking hooks is something I've never really struggled with myself. It's like always the first. You've seen me build the song before. It's always the first thing I go for is because I'm similar in a sense to you. Is like I've explained it to Carmen here before. Is like I see music as like a block of marble, and each block I look at, different beats or whatnot, I'm like, is there something inside there that I can tap into and make? I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. So I appreciate you saying that because that just kind of like I vibe with that shit. Similar sense, I rock with that. Fuck, what was I saying, bro?
I don't know. You were talking about marble and chiseling it and vibing.
I'm over here vibing always, but shit. I was going somewhere with it and I totally lost my train of thought. I apologize.
Good, bro?
Yeah, I just had a fucking brain fart. Vacation fucking did me
I'm
in,
saying,
bro. I gotta
dude.
fucking get back in the kick of fucking podcasting.
Insane.
Oh, shit. So, no production for you. What about, like, videos or anything?
Videos, definitely. I'm in the works. I'm actually talking to different people, getting prices on video productions because I'm definitely trying to make a slew of videos for my upcoming project. That's one thing that I actually would like to get into is like video production, like directing it, because like I say, when I hear music, I see it cinematically, and that comes with not just me writing it, but like the visuals for my song. So sometimes when I link up with a director or something for a video, I already have what I want the video to look like in my head just from the visual, the cinematic way that I wrote it. And like I never got a chance to, but I always wanted to make a video to gangster music with Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
Because I immediately, after finishing that song, I immediately had what I would want this video to look like. You know what I'm saying? So
It's never too late for that.
Yeah,
shit.
I was just
definitely-
about to say, just Twist would probably be more than fucking down for that too.
oh,
you know?
I had already mentioned it to him like a minute ago. I just, it just never manifested.
And that would fucking bring the song right back into the
Boost
public
the
eye.
views.
Yeah, boost views and the revenue coming in from that.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a fucking
Yeah, no.
hit Twist up for sure.
Yeah, no, dude, that song fucking goes crazy. So, like, I'd love to see a visual for that. But yeah, no, that makes perfect sense with you talking about, like, how you can envision everything. Like, I definitely recommend dabbling in that stuff because, like, it is a team. Like, that's something we're doing currently. Like, we're kind of, like, diverse with it and trying every avenue that we can just to see what comes out of it.
Yeah, explore. I believe that it's important to explore all the fronts you can, especially like as a team. We have tons of people who are interested in different stuff. You know, graphic design. Fucking, there's directing and fucking comedy and fucking. We have people all over the place who are just, through the reels invested in like digital currencies and fucking. Real heavy into the production along with other members of our team. It's really important for the business dynamic because it just opens up tons of avenues to make revenue and fund back into the camp for music videos and studio time and all this other shit.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah, because I definitely think you could bring about some really amazing videos with the stuff I've heard from you. Like, I can only imagine, and like that's how I am with music. When I listen to it, like I can envision the story in my head, and like it. I see what you're saying because like it's almost hard to write out play by play how it is in your head.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that's why I got the graphic design. It's like I'll like scribble something out sometimes, and I'll be like, okay, that, but better. like,
Right, I feel you.
So you said you've been talking to a few different people about the video productions. Anyone in specific that you want to talk about? If not, it's totally cool.
Machiavelli, this dude in Chicago that does video production. He cold with it too. This I think he's Puerto Rican or something. G Flores, he does like short films. Shout out to him too, because I've seen some of his work. He cold with it. Yeah, the thing is just basically just linking up with the right person that can help me bring what I'm envisioning to life. You know, and because some directors or video production people, they'll hear the song and then they'll come up with their own idea for the video that is completely different from your vision, and they'll try to incorporate too much of their vision on the track or on the video to the point where your vision is like not even there anymore. It's like their video.
right, it got drowned out.
And I don't like that. I like someone who will give me some suggestions and ideas, but let me do me at the same time on the directorial side, because I'm the one with the vision. So if it's not coming out the way I'm seeing it in my head, then you can't do it.
Facts.
Right, and I mean, as an artist, you're probably the one putting up the funds for the video, you know? So
exactly.
should probably be a majority of your say.
Exactly. So yeah.
Yeah, that'd be some grimy shit. Goes to someone, gets a video shot, looks nothing like you wanted. Just thinking about that, it kind of irks me now that I'm thinking about it in that perspective.
You want to stay true to your artistic vision, but at the same time, I believe you should trust the videographer or whoever's doing it for you, because they've done it before, you know, especially depending on who they are, the type of shit they're doing. They have experience. They know what's going to fucking get you the views and stuff. But like you said, it's a good mix of making both of your visions kind of cohesive and work together.
Exactly.
So does HOD as a group have any projects currently that you guys are working on that you can talk about?
As of the moment, we don't have any upcoming collective projects. Our last project was 815. It actually came out last summer, I believe.
What's the last summer?
I believe so.
Okay.
We did a couple shows. That was the last project that we did as a whole. Since then, though, you know, Charlie Ward has been dropping stuff. Envy the Great has been dropping stuff in Miami. And now that you mention that, we definitely need to get back in the studio like together as a whole, because we ain't done that since last summer.
Yeah, I mean, especially now, I mean, there's just been a kind of resurgence of like the groups getting together and kind of doing the music shit together. You know, TCU, G2E, NGB, fucking just tons of different fucking collectives out here. I know I didn't name off some. Don't get pissed off.
I'm gonna try to this year. I'm gonna try to get a slot in at the Drip Fest in Mendota to perform.
Oh, are there still slots open for that?
I believe so.
Shit, you better get on it, because I want to see you guys out there.
Oh yeah, we're go ahead.
We're gonna be out there interviewing all the artists that perform and everything. So Skidmark's gonna have them perform. After they're done performing, they're gonna come over to our concession stand, or not concession stand, but our stand, and get interviewed, and then we'll have merch and stuff, and just chop it up and have a good time with them as well.
Y'all was there last.
Yes, sir.
Year, yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, I didn't get a chance to make it to the last one because I had to work. But I'm definitely trying to get to that motherfucker this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From,
It was a sorry, I'm gonna cut you off though.
you're-
It was a great time. Last year, not to fucking bag on the fest or anything, but I thought it was a little weird of a setup. They had DJs on the main stage, which was cool, but Drift Fest. I mean, it totally came off as more of like a hip hop festival, and you could tell because the crowd was all fucking at the backstage, which is kind of a smaller, just artist stage, you know. And this year they've switched it up to have the artists on the big main stage where it probably should have been last year. Again, not to bag on the fucking showrunners. Mark, you did a fucking great job.
Facts. Well, there's that, and it was the first year round of it, so
Right. And
like,
fucking learning, and
exactly
right away the fucking next year they were like, okay, that didn't fucking work. Let's fix it. So yeah, like he said, I would hit Mark up as soon as possible because I know people are fucking trying to get in still left and right, and if it keeps going the way that it seems that it's going, this could be a hot commodity in the coming years. So it'd be important to get your foot in as early as possible.
facts. Well,
And that'd be a great component for this county, for the 815 and all of the artists in it.
exactly.
Absolutely.
My biggest thing I've been trying to push within the area recently is like, let's not try getting into the industry, let's make our own industry that like goes against normal traditions and gatekeepers and everything, to where they like are almost frustrated that we're to the point of outshining them. So why not
Make the industry pay attention to us.
exactly. And so with Drip Fest, with the podcast, and all these other things we got going on out here, like really hoping that's where it leads us, because I see how hungry everyone out here is and how talented everyone is, and it's like, why not finally come together like we should have been and build this mass industry?
Exactly. And it's a lot of the talent that's out here. A lot of it is heavily, I'm pretty sure you would probably agree, a lot of it is heavily influenced by Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of artists out here originally from Chicago that came out here. And that's why, but it's a lot of artists out here that's from out here too, that made, a name for themselves in the music industry. And it's been so many collaborations from the artists that's out here and the artists that's from Chicago coming together and bringing that Chicago flavor with the 815 flavor.
Exactly. I think Arsenal, Draco, and us, I think we were talking about that, because like what makes out here different than Chicago is like
I think that's obvious.
yeah yeah, out here you just got like, it's more quiet, it's more diverse, because the culture's completely different out here, and then all that combined just adds up to
You think it's more diverse out here?
Yeah.
Than in Chicago?
For music, yeah.
Hmm.
Like, I'm talking like...
It's kind of a melting pot out here.
Yeah, that's the way I see it. From all the artists we've interviewed, from the artists we network with and everything, like, I see the Chicago passion and, like, all the flavor that they brought, but then I see how it marinated out here into a different culmination of ideas.
True. You're right. But I would have thought that you would have said that it's more diversity in Chicago because of how much different types of music is in Chicago and that comes from Chicago.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fair too. I guess the way I'm looking at it is like more so off of like, I don't know. I like the alternative stuff we have out here, because we got like artists such as like our teammate Avery. He's very alternative, but then now like with this Great 1-5 project we're doing, we've got I'm not gonna list people because this is just I can't be talking too much on that, but he's like an alternative artist, and you got these like two like extremely like passionate rappers that like want to hop on this and like do something different because like they fuck with how it sounds, what he's saying, and like because of that they're trying to blend it into something new. And like I think that's what I like is like the challenges of like new networking and like features and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't want to talk too much on like what's going on with that.
No worries,
project.
little technical difficulties there. My man's got to erase his porn stash in his phone.
Again. God damn. I did not.
Hell no.
I don't, bro.
Oh yeah, that's one thing. I'm gonna put this kid on blast for sure.
Man, that's porn stash. You heard it here. Oh, I didn't know I had that much shit still. Nugget porn really gets to me. What can I say?
That's fucked up. Okay.
You're the one putting me on blast. I might as well just come clean.
Damn. All right, bro. I mean, I would have lied about it a little bit, but whatever. Whatever suits you.
Hell no. Actually, you know what? This is a great opportunity because, like, I know we've been promoting it, but like, we actually have you guys like the opportunity to network with your team on this right now. Do you want to be on the Great 15 project?
Hell yeah, shit.
Say less. All right. Well, shit. I'll show you everything after the podcast, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that because like we've been trying to get like the whole as many people in the 815 as we can onto this project because I know it's something people have been wanting to do for years and like egos got in the way, motivation wasn't there, things happened. Like I feel like with our team, like we're really like able to drag these people into it if they really want to be about it and like just get it done finally.
Yeah, there's a lot of cohesion happening right now, and we're just trying to fucking take advantage of it, you know? A lot of people are trying to work right now, fucking network, fucking put shit together, and I think we've been put in a position where we can really fucking help everyone fucking rise up, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The purpose for the come up.
Good shit. Thanks.
Big facts.
But no, good shit. I think we're at a pretty reasonable time for the podcast now. Fucking
Yes, sir.
we're kicking off the freestyle, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we're gonna do.
You got a beat in mind?
Y'all know what it is. Teo G and this bitch on the come up. Shout out to the squad. Yeah. Check. Yo. Now let me sit back and tell you how I feel. Flow so ill, I should pop a pill. Out of 100 niggas, only 5 probably real. There's one thing I hate, that's a nigga that squeal. Look, hip hop never been dead and never will be. Blunt thick as the bitches in Memphis down on Beale Street. I don't know what it was, but I know what it will be. Semi-automatic, I assure you that you will bleed. Head hit the wall, arm hit the ground. Body parts get found and the lost and found. Cops don't know who saw it or who did it. Cause I killed off the witness, so no snitching. Far as bars go, you niggas ain't too simplistic. Dark shades on cause I don't see no competition. Ate a lot of rappers and still I ain't finished. So I'ma keep spitting till you motherfuckers get it, nigga. Black Red Reaper. Dark hoodie, dark shade, size 10 sneaker. Reeking us some reefer, accompanied by the faux fever. Respect me like Aretha, or get follicles blown off your Caesar. Stendos for niggas who thinking that we can't reach them. You can have your funeral same Sunday as Easter. Drama to your doormat. We all born to die, but you gon' die in the same place you was born at. I'm just trying to speak my name right where the Forbes at. Wrist still froze is the pole where the north at. Still smell that OG coming from where my paws at. Still keep a bad bitch under me like a floor mat. One call, I have red dots right at your throat. If you see me with a ski mask, it won't be on the slopes. Keep the glizzy by my ball sack. Bullshit, I'm with all that. HOD in all caps, and I fall back. And this is all facts. A couple years ago, I almost caught a body with the baseball bat. Ran up on him with that wood, left his face all cracked. Was a light-skinned nigga, now his face all black. But I ain't trying to brag, just some results of some fucking anger problems I had. Almost left them in the bag with a fucking toe tag. Bruce Banner with the swag, you don't wanna see me mad. Yeah.
Woo! Shit.
Already know what it is. T-O-G, H-O-D in this bitch. Shout out to the come up. We all ready.
God, that's bad. You killed that shit. I told you we'd come with the bars.
Absolutely.
Bro, stop playing with your man.
God damn, that shit was real.
Woo.
I wasn't ready for him to say all that. God damn. Holy shit.
That was a fucking refresher.
Yeah,
As
it
for
was.
you motherfuckers who are coming up and gonna be interviewed, you better be coming with it. He just set a new fucking standard.
The bar has been fucking set for sure. God damn.
Twist, I'm sorry, but he ate you. Hate me later.
Hey, you funny as hell.
Oh shit. God damn, bro. Props to you.
fuck.
That shit was fucking
He
great.
said it to us, I didn't.
Yeah, for sure. It's a twist. If you don't see that side of the podcast, it's okay. Holy shit. God damn, bro. Bars. Respect.
Gratitude, man. Gratitude, man.
God damn. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Bro's over here like, I gotta write better now.
Damn, but that's always good. You
Yeah,
know,
I know,
you want
I know.
someone, you hear something and it fucking goes and inspires you to write. That's always a good feeling, so.
I mean, to be fair, he did list a gold mine of artists that he's like inspired by. So
For sure. God. Damn. Thanks for coming again, bro. Fucking thanks for a fucking great interview. A
man.
great fucking freestyle.
Thanks for having y'all. Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all even letting me come here to do my thing, man.
Anytime, I'm glad you hit me up. I've been waiting to have HOD on here. I just didn't know if you guys wanted to be on here or what the plan was.
Hey, the
I'm
truth
glad
be told, you remember I hit you up on the gram
you did.
after seeing his rap video.
Facts.
I said, how can I get on here to spit bars like, and then I posted his video.
Facts.
So I came on here because of him.
Respect.
For
Good
real.
shit. God damn. I'm still in fucking shock and awe of that fucking verse. Just some of the little gems that were dropped throughout.
Yeah.
Good shit.
You just put bro in a candy store right now. You don't know what to do.
Because it's not every day you hear lyricism like that.
Right.
No.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
That's how HOD is, though. You guys got to study up.
Everybody in HOD got them hits, got them
Everyone.
bars.
Charlie Ward's just nasty because he fucking does.
Wait till y'all hear Ward, man.
I'm saying.
damn.
Ward, I gotta have your ass on here.
You're
soon.
next. You're next, Ward. We want you on.
Don't eat me up on here either, motherfucker. Freestyle.
All right. This has been fucking episode 40 of the Come Up Podcast.
End of season 2 went out with a fucking bang. Thank you, Mateo. Appreciate you. Appreciate
Love,
you.
man, always.
Hell of a way to end the season.
Shout out Mateo. Shout out HOD. Again, fucking Charlie Ward. You're on, buddy. Let's get it. Oh, shit.
Twist, hate me later.
Yeah. Episode 40. Aaron the Rapper.
Karma.
Peace out, motherfuckers. All love. Till next time.
In the shy, I've experienced some of the coldest winters. And raw dog, some of the coldest women. When I was 9, my older cousin Eric taught me how to load a semi. Told me how to hold it steady, aim and let it go when ready. Yeah, I try to tell these niggas show and prove, killing everything in sight, cause that's what I'm supposed to do. Cause these niggas is jolly ranchers, these niggas is valley dancers. Son in these rapping bastards, HOD body snatchers.